whole half, had a things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
There are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23. From the 27, Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
First down, Green Bay.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
1st and goal.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
At 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. Now Wilson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Play action. It's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Wilson. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to DK Metcalf. It's
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. You must be treated. Mike 54, Mike 54. 14, got it.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
First down, going to the air with Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. On 2nd down, Love once more. Sliding out of the pocket. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That one good for 26 and a first down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
31-yard line.
they? 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Love going to give this one to Jones. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Love. He's got his tight end fan. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Packers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he's got his man in stride, complete. to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
54, check, 54.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
5 yards on
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
I give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
14,
On second down, here's Penny. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 14. Love looking to throw it. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 30.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Love from the gun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To the air again, Love. And that'll be complete to Dillon. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 54. Clear. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Bust through the tackle. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And 10 at the 19-yard line.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. And he fires one incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Operating from the gun, Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check. 95.
Off the play fake. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete.
Wilson's
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Seahawks 14. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. He'll drop to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Love. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw now. Here's Love. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Again, it'll be Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down, so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
24, Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From the 10. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
37-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
First down, Green Bay.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Today's final score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed a stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Packers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2